Men, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened during a job interview? I showed up to my dream job interview wearing a $2,000 suit I couldn't afford. This was for a senior marketing position at Microsoft, the kind of opportunity that only comes once in a lifetime. I'd maxed out 3 credit cards to look the part, even got a fresh haircut and expensive cologne. The interview was going perfectly. I'd nailed every question about campaign strategy, showed them my portfolio, had them laughing at my presentation jokes. The hiring manager, Janet, seemed genuinely impressed. Your experience is exactly what we're looking for, she said, leaning forward with interest. Then she asked the question I'd been dreading. Walk me through your current employment situation. Here's what I should have said. I'd been laid off from my previous agency job 3 months ago and was actively job hunting. Standard stuff that happens to everyone in marketing. Instead, I panicked and said I was still employed but looking for better opportunities. Janet nodded approvingly. Smart to explore options while you're in a stable position. The lies started snowballing. When she asked about my current salary, I inflated it by $20,000. When she mentioned they might need someone who could start immediately, I said I'd need to give proper notice to my current employer. Would 2 weeks work? She asked. Absolutely. I believe in leaving on good terms. She smiled and stood up. I'm confident you're our guy. We'll have an offer ready by tomorrow. Assuming your references check out, we'd love to have you start Monday after next. My stomach dropped. References from my current job, the job that didn't exist. That evening, I called my buddy Mike in desperation. I need you to pretend to be my boss if anyone calls. Dude, that's fraud. What if they actually check? They won't. It's just a formality. Famous last words. The next morning, Janet called me personally. Great news. We're extending an offer. Just need to finalize one reference check with your current supervisor. Of course, he's expecting your call. She paused. Actually, I tried calling the number you provided. It went straight to a personal voicemail for someone named Mike. Is there a different number for your supervisor? My heart was pounding. Oh, that's his personal cell. Let me get you his office line. I frantically texted Mike. Answer your phone as Dave Patterson, marketing director. Janet called again an hour later. I spoke with Dave. He seemed very casual for a marketing director. He also couldn't answer basic questions about your role or performance. I was sweating through my expensive shirt. He's new to management, still learning the ropes. He also mentioned something about you helping him move his couch last weekend. Is that typical supervisor-employee interaction? The jig was up. Mike had completely blown our cover story. Listen, Janet said, her voice getting stern. I'm going to ask you directly. Are you currently employed? I had 2 choices. Double down on the lie or come clean. Something in her tone told me she already knew the truth. No, I admitted. I was laid off 3 months ago. I'm sorry I lied. Silence for what felt like forever. Thank you for being honest, she finally said. Can I ask why you felt you needed to lie about employment status? I explained my desperation, the financial pressure, how I thought unemployed candidates weren't taken seriously. You know what's interesting? Janet said. Your portfolio and interview were outstanding. Being unemployed wouldn't have hurt your chances at all, but lying about it does. I thought the call was over. Career finished. However, she continued, your honesty just now shows character. And your friend Mike, terrible at impersonation, but he clearly cares about you enough to try. That says something about who you are. What does that mean for the position? It means you start Monday. But next time, just tell the truth from the beginning. I've been at Microsoft for 3 years now. Mike still brings up his performance as Dave Patterson at every company party.